Happy holidays, folks. Back with another Christmas music reaction, and this is another Queen song that comes from Michaela. Thank you, as always, to Michaela. And she mentioned that this one, Thank God It's Christmas, is actually a bit more commercial compared to A Winter's Tale, which I must insist, I've re-listened to that one a few times, and it is a marvelous tune, and all the more incredible for Freddie's vocal performance, given the fact that people mentioned it was shortly before he passed and he was not in good health. But yes, so I'm expecting maybe a bit more of a, maybe not catchy song, but a song that just has a melody that is a bit more pop sounding and a bit less, artful and atmospheric. Either way, I'm expecting to hear great vocals again, and I do wonder if it'll have more of, say, a rock arrangement or something. Let's give it a listen. This is Queen. The song is Thank God It's Christmas. And just to comment on that title, I guess, for 1 second, my mind was in two thoughts when I first saw it. Like, thank God as in it's a relief, which makes me think of, it's a hard year, the difficulties of many aspects of life can mount up. And so the idea that you get to a holiday season, which at least in many regards is about, generosity and kindness and being merry, the idea of like, well, thank God it's Christmas. But of course you could read it more literally and, let's say, more spiritually, thank God it's Christmas, which feels like that could be equally likely. Maybe it'll function on multiple levels, but let's give it a listen. This is Queen. The track is Thank God It's Christmas, and away we go.
Oh, my love, we've had our share of tears. Oh, my friend, we've had our hopes and fears. Oh, my friends, it's been a long, hard year, but now it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. The moon and stars seem awful cold and bright. Let's hope the snow will make this Christmas right. My friends, the world will share this special night because it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. For one night. Thank God it's Christmas. Yeah. Thank God it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. Can it be Christmas? Let it be Christmas every day. Oh, my love, we live in troubled days. Oh, my friend, we have the strangest ways. Oh, my friends, on this one day of days, thank God it's Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. Thank God it's Christmas. For one day. Thank
Well, Merry Christmas and R.I.P. to you, Freddie. Again, incredible vocals. He, really pushes it in a couple moments and gets a bit more fiery, but in general, it's a smooth and lyrical vocal performance. And yeah, it is a bit more pop. It's like, let's say, less rock than maybe I expected. It does have some guitar, especially at the end, it really stood out, but yeah, sort of like a keyboard driven track, and there's a couple levels of keyboard that we hear. Obviously, we hear some sleigh bells as well. I think there was like a proper bell, or, like what's the right word? Not like a church bell, but like a fuller type of bell sound, as well as, again, the sleigh bells, which certainly give it that Christmas flavor. And lyrically, I think one of my predictions was more in line with what's happening here. The idea of it being a hard, difficult year, and all your hopes and fears not only being part of that emotional journey and temporal journey, but the idea of celebrating the end of one year, the ringing in of a new year, and hoping that your wishes and hopes will be more common or more frequent than the realization of fears that you may have for the coming year. So yeah, I feel like it is more about like, thank God, it's a relief, it's a joy, it's a refuge from the difficulties of the other part of the year, and a hope for what might happen as you get to the new year. I think maybe there is also that dual layered meaning, but it seems like that particular theme is more direct in terms of what's happening in the lyrics. And yeah, again, I realize that both of these tunes that I've now listened to may be far away from a lot of their, let's say, more regular or like non-holiday catalog, though the vocals here, that kind of like choral layered vocal performance like behind Freddie's voice, I think that is something I know they do. Certainly like Bohemian Rhapsody, you get a lot of that, and I think maybe even one or two of the tracks on the Flash Gordon soundtrack, which I talked about, that's maybe the first place I ever heard Queen's music. Nevertheless, again, I think it's a really enjoyable tune. I put it maybe, I was thinking like pop ballad, because it was, kind of slow and smooth and lyrical, but the sleigh bells and the guitar at the end in particular give it a bit more energy or, power than I typically mean when I say like pop ballad, but I think that's probably the best label I could apply to this one. But again, Freddie's vocals maybe stand out more than anything else, so once again, thank you to Michaela, and not only did she send me a lot of Queen material, but I remembered Yvonne had sent me a greatest hits, so there's plenty of Queen coming when we get to the other side of the holiday break. So for those interested in that, I will see you in the new year, and for those who've been following the holiday reactions, which includes everybody still watching this video, I have plenty more of those coming leading up to Christmas and for about a week or so after Christmas. So let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.